Do you think right now the discipline is accepted by mainstream economists? My impression is that a lot of them still don't like, well, happiness economics and try to contradict your findings.
Yes, I think that's exactly the case. I think if you take the recent Stevenson and Wolfer's paper that claimed that the happiness income paradox was wrong, there's a group of quite prominent economists who were involved in discussions. Some of them are very cautious, like Gary Becker. He did not jump on their bandwagon, but others were delighted to see the result claiming that the paradox was wrong.
So since you already mentioned this paper, do you think the finding that, well, there isn't any Easterlin paradox, if you look at the data correctly, as they claim, holds water? Or?
Their finding really is based upon a confusion of the short-term relationship between happiness and income and the long-term relationship. So think of an upward trend in GDP that's of a sawtooth nature, going up and down, sort of like a business cycle. Happiness tends to display that same sawtooth pattern, but it's around a flat line, not a rising line like GDP. What they do is they take observations that capture the ups and downs. They don't take the long-term trends. What they observe is the positive relation that does exist between happiness and income over the business cycle. They do not observe the long-term relationship, which is nil.
So what, from your point of view, is the most important insight of happiness economics?
Well, of course, I'm prejudiced. But I think it suggests that leaving the fruits of economic growth to be determined by private decisions does not raise people's well-being. And I think in the talk I gave today, I tried to indicate that through public policies, we could improve people's well-being that independently of economic growth. So this is not an anti-growth view. It's that what we do with the fruits of economic growth is going to have a different effect on happiness if we leave it entirely to the market and individual decisions versus if we use public policy to improve people's happiness.